Welcome back to America's Commercial Real Estate Show. I'm Michael Ball. This segment is brought to you by my company, Bull Realty, for asset and occupancy solutions custom to your company. Check it out, bullrealty.com. Well, today we're talking about associations. The show's called Associations That Matter. Please welcome my next guest. It's Chip Rogers, and Chip is President and CEO of Asian American Hotel Owners Association. He's joining us in Studio One. Chip, thanks for being with us.
Michael, great to be here. Thank you.
You know, and we sell hotels here at our shop, and we call it AAHOA. Is that, I guess, what some of the members tend to just call it?
It's AAHOA, yeah.
AAHOA, yeah.
It's a lot easier.
That's it.
Right.
So tell us about the age of this group as far as how long it's been around, and who are the members?
That is a great question. Mm-hmm. So it's been around since 1989, and it was started right here in Atlanta, which is interesting, and our headquarters are still in Atlanta. We have an office in Washington, D.C. to handle the advocacy part of what we do. But most of our staff is here in Atlanta, and we've grown from just a handful of Asian American hotel owners, mainly from India, back in 1989, to now we have all types of member. The only requirement to be a member is to be a hotel owner. So we have 18,500 members located in every state in America, and collectively that group owns about half of the hotels in the United States. And people often say, well, what does that mean? That means from your small roadside motel that has 20 rooms all the way up to your nicest luxury hotel that you would find in some urban market.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So why are they members? Why did they join? And why do they stay? They're obviously staying.
Yeah, they're staying and we're growing. We have experienced very rapid growth. Mm-hmm. When it began back in 1989, what was happening was you had a group of Indian American hotel owners who were frankly being discriminated against, and they couldn't even buy insurance, and that was why they came together. They wanted to go to an insurance company and say, look, instead of just one hotel, I'm offering you 10 guys with 20 hotels, and that might get some money to sell them the insurance they needed. That's why they originally formed. Now that issue's gone away, thankfully. The country's in a better place, and these guys are mainly first and second generation Americans. Now we have some third generation Americans and hotel owners. But those issues are gone now that they own over right around half the hotels in the country. And so the issues that they deal with now are a lot advocacy related, federal government, state government, city government, the need for education. We do a lot of events where we bring vendors together with hotel owners, because hotel owners, they're buying a lot of product. They want to see the latest things that are out there. Right. They also want to work with the brands, and unlike most franchisees, if you're, say, a McDonald's franchisee, you're probably just going to buy McDonald's, right? Right. Hotel owners are much different. They own all the brands across the board. So you might own a Hilton, you might own a Marriott, you might own an IHG property, a Wyndham, a Choice, and so they're somewhat agnostic, and the reason being is because since it's centered on real estate, if they have a lot of real estate in one spot, and they build let's say a Marriott product, well, they can't build another Marriott product next to it. Right. So they'll have to go out and find another brand on that same plot of land. And that's kind of how those businesses operate, and they seem to at least find a lot of value in AAHOA through the years.
Yeah, and if you're not driving, if you're by a computer, you want to check out their website while you're listening to us. It's AAHOA.com. Check it out, AAHOA.com. So that's a lot of members. So do you guys have an annual convention again this year?
We do. Yeah. This started as a little gathering many years ago. Our 2019 convention is going to be in San Diego, which is a wonderful place, to celebrate our 30th anniversary. And we're on pace to have about 7,500 people show up.
When is it?
It's April 24th through the 27th. Okay. So no better time to go to San Diego than late or early spring.
Right. So that may be a reason to join right there.
It is. It's really inexpensive. And we have the largest hospitality trade show in the industry. So we use about 215,000 square feet, or at least at this convention, 215,000 square feet of just vendors, and there'll be probably 600 vendors there, all the way from every brand to people that are selling bedding and security and things that you would find, televisions you find in the room. Yeah. They'll all be there, and it's a pretty amazing sight to behold when you see over 200,000 square feet of hotel vendors.
Yeah, that's interesting. In fact, I think my hotel group from Bull Realty is going to be there.
We welcome them.
Yeah, that's great. So what about training? I think one of the things that we see in commercial real estate industry is training is crucial, and sometimes good training is not out there.
Right.
You have training available through the association?
We do. We have a CHO program, Certified Hotel Owner program, that was up until about a year ago all done in a classroom style. So that is very labor intensive, very costly. And we did that for about a dozen years. We made the transition towards a digital format. That hasn't been released yet. But in the meantime, what we've done is we've started a webinar series. And a lot of people say, well, webinars, everyone does webinars. Last year we did 101 webinars. So we're usually doing about 2 per week. And the way that we come up with those is we are constantly engaging our members to find out what are the topics that you concern yourselves with, what's bothering you today, where do you need help. So they'll always give us ideas, and when we hear like 2 or 3 people come up with the same kind of general topic, we'll go out and find the expert and we'll do a webinar on it. So a couple a week, that type of education has really caught on. We had over 14,000 people last year access our webinar series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And is there training at the actual event too, the convention in San Diego?
We will have about a dozen training classes at the event in San Diego, but that's not all we do. We're I like to think that we host more events than any association in America. When I tell people this stat, they're kind of blown away by it. Last year, we hosted 215 events, which means if you take out all the holidays and all the weekends, that's just about every other business day there's an event going on in AAHOA somewhere. And in a good portion of those, there's some sort of training. We have, in 2019, we'll have 30 regional events around the country, and at every one of those events, there will be an education session on some topic that is kind of locally generated. So, for example, here in Atlanta, we'll have, and I think that meeting is probably in August, we'll have something that is happening in the state of Georgia or even the city of Atlanta or the metro Atlanta area, and we'll do training and education based on that topic.
Chip, what surprises people when they join about being a member, that maybe a benefit they didn't expect?
Well, if they'll take advantage of it, there's a lot of money savings out there. We have worked for a long time to make sure that we kind of corral the entire purchasing power of 18,000 members.
Like when it was started.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's really how we started and the only purpose. Now, for example, we have a fantastic program with Chase Bank to process credit cards, and we can usually offer you processing at a rate lower than just about anybody else out there, and it's a flat rate. But that's just one example. One of our supporters is HBO, and they give a discount, or actually a rebate back to hotel owners that are members of our association. So there's hundreds of these things. So if you didn't take advantage of the education, if you didn't get involved in the advocacy, if all you did was take advantage of the discounts, it's going to pay for your membership 10 times over.
Wow. Now, if someone was interested in becoming a hotel owner, is there any way for them to access some of the training, some of the webinars or anything that they have to buy before they can get in?
Well, you need to be an owner or part of an owner family to be part of it. And there's a lot of them out there, obviously. Yeah. So we're really focusing what we do on people that are already owners. But if your interest is to be an owner, and you call our office, we'll connect you with people that will help you. Yeah. We actually have a program of mentors and mentees to help people that want to get into the business, because it only strengthens all of us if we have more owners and more members. As you know, it's a great business to be in. Yeah. We're on an historic economic run in the hotel industry that will come to an end at some point, but it's been very good.
Yeah. Yeah, we really enjoy it. We help people buy and sell hotels. It's been fun. It's been a great business, and we're loving it. So, Chip, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you sharing the information.
Thank you.
And as I mentioned, check their website out if you'd like to know more, AAHOA.com. Stay with us. We'll have more associations that matter. I'm Michael Bull. This is America's Commercial Real Estate Show.